Welcome to my channel, The World Coin. Hello and welcome, coin lovers. This channel is dedicated to the fascinating world of coins from every corner of the globe. From ancient currency to modern mints, rare finds to everyday coins, we explore their history, design, and hidden stories. So subscribe now and join our growing community of coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and curious minds. I have 3 videos of $1. So let's get started. The United States of America $1 coin of 1892, famously known as the Morgan silver dollar, stands as one of the most historically meaningful and widely collected silver coins in American numismatic history, representing the political, economic, and social realities of the late 19th century when the United States was transforming into an industrial and global power. The 1892 Morgan dollar was struck during a time of intense national debate over silver and gold, following the Bland-Allison Act of 1878 and later reinforced by the Sherman Silver Purchase Act of 1890, which required the U.S. government to purchase large quantities of silver from domestic mines, particularly benefiting Western mining states and directly influencing the continued production of silver dollars like the 1892 issue. The obverse of the 1892 $1 coin features the iconic portrait of Lady Liberty, designed by George T. Morgan, an English-born engraver at the U.S. Mint, who sought to create a more realistic and youthful image of liberty, modeled after Anna Willis Williams, symbolizing progress, strength, and American optimism, with Liberty wearing a Phrygian cap and a crown inscribed with the word Liberty, surrounded by 13 stars representing the original colonies and the date 1892 prominently displayed below. The reverse of the coin showcases a bold and majestic American bald eagle with wings spread wide, clutching arrows and an olive branch to represent military readiness and peace, encircled by the inscriptions, United States of America, $1, and the motto, In God We Trust, expressing national pride and sovereignty at a time when the U.S. was asserting itself economically and politically on the world stage. The 1892 Morgan dollar was minted at 4 United States mint facilities: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, New Orleans, O, San Francisco, S, and Carson City, CC, with each mint producing coins of varying rarity and quality, making mint marks especially important to collectors. And among these, the 1892 CC Carson City Morgan dollar is particularly famous and valuable due to its low mintage, Old West heritage, and strong collector demand. Compositionally, the coin is made of 90% silver and 10% copper, weighs approximately 26.73 grams, has a diameter of 38.1 millimeters, and features a reeded edge, giving it substantial intrinsic value and a solid, impressive feel that distinguishes it from modern coinage. Historically, the year 1892 was a period of economic tension leading up to the Panic of 1893, and although Morgan dollars were legal tender, many, including the 1892 issues, were stored in treasury vaults rather than widely circulated, especially in eastern states, while they saw more use in western regions where silver coinage was favored. From a numismatic perspective, the 1892 Morgan dollar is highly desirable in all grades, with circulated examples valued for their silver content and historical importance, while uncirculated coins, especially those graded Mississippi 64 and higher, can command significant premiums, and proof Morgan dollars were also struck at Philadelphia in 1892 in very limited numbers, making them extremely rare and valuable. Collectors also study VAM varieties named after Van Allen and Malice, die cracks, double dies, and other minting anomalies, which add depth and excitement to collecting this date. Culturally and historically, the 1892 Morgan dollar symbolizes the struggle between agrarian and industrial interests, the power of mining and monetary policy, and America's transition into a modern economic nation, while its enduring popularity reflects both its artistic beauty and strong silver content. Preservation experts strongly advise against cleaning Morgan dollars, as original surfaces, mint luster, and natural toning are critical to maintaining authenticity and value, recommending proper storage in inert holders or certified slabs. Overall, the United States of America $1 coin of 1892 is far more than a piece of silver. It is a powerful historical artifact that captures the spirit, conflict, and ambition of late 19th century America, making it one of the most respected, studied, and treasured coins among collectors, historians, and numismatic enthusiasts worldwide. Next video. The United States of America $1 coin of 1882, universally recognized as the Morgan silver dollar, is one of the most important, symbolic, and historically loaded coins ever struck by the U.S. Mint, as it represents a defining chapter in American monetary history during the late 19th century, an era marked by rapid industrial growth, westward expansion, political struggle, and intense national debate over the role of precious metals in the economy. The issuance of the 1882 Morgan dollar was directly tied to the Bland-Allison Act of 1878, a landmark piece of legislation that forced the U.S. government to purchase millions of ounces of domestically mined silver every year and convert it into silver dollars, primarily to support powerful mining interests in western states like Nevada and Colorado following the devastating Panic of 1873, which had caused widespread unemployment and economic instability. By 1882, silver dollar production had reached extraordinary levels, and the Morgan dollar had become both a tool of economic policy and a symbol of compromise between silver advocates and supporters of the gold standard. Artistically, the 1882 Morgan dollar introduced one of the most admired designs in American coinage, created by George T. Morgan, an English-born engraver recruited by the U.S. Mint to modernize its artistic output, who broke from classical Roman imagery and instead modeled liberty after a real American woman, Anna Willis Williams, a Philadelphia schoolteacher whose youthful, confident features embodied the spirit of a nation that saw itself as modern, democratic, and forward-looking, with liberty wearing a Phrygian cap crowned by wheat and cotton to symbolize both northern industry and southern agriculture. The word, liberty, boldly inscribed, 13 stars representing the original colonies, and the date 1882 marking a time of national transformation. The reverse design powerfully reinforces American identity through a majestic bald eagle with wings fully spread, clutching arrows in one talon to signify military strength and an olive branch in the other to represent peace, surrounded by the inscriptions, United States of America, $1, and the national motto, In God We Trust, reflecting growing patriotism as the United States emerged as an influential global power. The 1882 Morgan silver dollar was struck at 4 U.S. Mint facilities: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, New Orleans O, San Francisco S, and Carson City CC, each with its own historical character. Where Philadelphia produced large quantities with consistent quality, New Orleans issues often displayed weaker strikes due to equipment limitations. San Francisco coins were known for sharp detail, and the Carson City Mint, located near the legendary Comstock Lode, produced coins deeply associated with the American frontier, cowboys, miners, saloons, and Western commerce, making the 1882 cc Morgan dollar one of the most romanticized and collected coins in U.S. history. Compositionally, the coin consists of 90% silver and 10% copper, weighs 26.73 grams, measures 38.1 millimeters in diameter, and features a reeded edge, giving it a heavy, substantial feel that symbolized real money backed by precious metal. Unlike modern fiat coinage, despite the enormous mintages of 1882, many Morgan dollars were never widely circulated, especially in eastern states where paper money was preferred, and instead sat untouched in treasury vaults for decades, a fact that later reshaped the numismatic world when millions were melted under the Pittman Act of 1918 to support wartime silver needs and international diplomacy, while others resurfaced dramatically in the mid-20th century through the famous GSA, General Services Administration, hoard sales. Where sealed Carson City Morgan dollars were released to the public, igniting massive collector interest and permanently elevating the Morgan dollar's legendary status. From a numismatic standpoint, the 1882 Morgan dollar is endlessly studied and collected, ranging from circulated examples valued for silver content and historical charm to pristine mint state, Mississippi 65, Mississippi 66, and higher coins commanding strong premiums, while proof 1882 Morgan dollars, struck in very limited numbers at Philadelphia with mirror-like fields and sharp detail, are among the most prized coins in American numismatics. Collectors also pursue dozens of recognized VAM varieties named after Van Allen and Malice, including double dies, die cracks, repunched mint marks, and over-polished dies, which reveal the technical story of 19th-century minting practices and add depth and challenge to advanced collecting. Culturally, the 1882 Morgan silver dollar stands as a tangible symbol of America's struggle to balance regional interests, industrial growth, and monetary stability, while artistically it represents one of the highest achievements of U.S. coin design, and economically it reflects an era when currency was inseparably linked to precious metals and national policy. Proper preservation is critical, as cleaning or polishing destroys original surfaces, luster, and historical integrity, and experts strongly recommend storage in inert holders or professional certification slabs to protect condition and authenticity. Ultimately, the United States of America $1 coin of 1882 is far more than a silver coin. It is a powerful historical artifact that captures the ambition, conflict, optimism, and identity of a growing nation, making it one of the most respected, studied, and enduring icons in the entire history of American coinage and a centerpiece of collections around the world. Next video. The United States of America $1 coin of 1881, famously known as the Morgan silver dollar, is one of the most historically rich and artistically celebrated coins ever produced by the U.S. Mint, as it perfectly represents the political compromises, economic ambitions, and cultural identity of late 19th century America, a period defined by rapid industrial expansion, westward settlement, and fierce national debate over monetary policy, especially the conflict between silver advocates and supporters of the gold standard following the economic turmoil of the Panic of 1873. The 1881 Morgan dollar was struck under the authority of the Bland-Allison Act of 1878, a law that required the U.S. government to purchase millions of ounces of domestically mined silver each year and convert it into silver dollars, largely to support powerful mining interests in western states such as Nevada, where the legendary Comstock lode had transformed silver into a political force, and by 1881 the Morgan dollar had become both a symbol of economic policy and a tangible representation of government intervention in the monetary system. The obverse of the 1881 $1 coin features the iconic and realistic portrait of Lady Liberty, designed by George T. Morgan, an English-born engraver brought to the U.S. Mint to modernize American coin design, who broke away from classical Roman imagery and instead modeled liberty after a real American woman, Anna Willis Williams, a Philadelphia schoolteacher whose youthful yet determined expression came to symbolize freedom, democracy, and national confidence, with Liberty wearing a Phrygian cap topped by wheat and cotton to represent the unity of northern industry and southern agriculture. The word, Liberty, boldly inscribed on the headband, 13 stars symbolizing the original colonies, and the date 1881 marking a nation in transition. The reverse of the coin powerfully displays a majestic American bald eagle with wings fully spread, clutching arrows in one talon to represent military readiness and an olive branch in the other to symbolize peace, encircled by the inscriptions, United States of America, $1, and the national motto, In God We Trust, reflecting the strong sense of patriotism and national identity that characterized the United States as it emerged as an industrial and economic power on the world stage. The 1881 Morgan silver dollar was produced at 4 different U.S. Mint facilities: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, New Orleans O, San Francisco S, and Carson City CC, each mint contributing its own historical character. Where Philadelphia struck large quantities with consistent quality, New Orleans issues often exhibited softer strikes due to older machinery. San Francisco coins were renowned for sharp details and frosty luster, and the Carson City Mint, located near major silver mining operations, produced coins that became deeply associated with the rugged mythology of the American West, making the 1881 cc Morgan dollar especially famous and highly collected today. Compositionally, the coin consists of 90% silver and 10% copper, weighs 26.73 grams, measures 38.1 millimeters in diameter, and features a reeded edge, giving it a heavy, substantial feel that symbolized real money backed by precious metal, reinforcing public trust at a time when paper currency was still viewed with skepticism by many Americans. Historically, although millions of 1881 Morgan dollars were struck, a large percentage never entered active circulation and instead remained stored in treasury vaults for decades, particularly in eastern states, only to resurface dramatically in the 20th century through the Pittman Act of 1918, which authorized the melting of millions of silver dollars to support wartime silver needs and international obligations, and later through the famous GSA, General Services Administration, hoard releases of the 1960s and 1970s. When sealed Carson City Morgan dollars were sold to the public, transforming the collector market and cementing the Morgan dollar's legendary status. From a numismatic perspective, the 1881 Morgan silver dollar is prized across all collecting levels, from circulated examples valued for their silver content and historical charm to high-grade mint state coins Mississippi 65, Mississippi 66, and higher, commanding strong premiums, while proof 1881 Morgan dollars, struck in very limited numbers at the Philadelphia Mint with mirror-like fields and razor-sharp details, rank among the most desirable proof coins in American numismatics. Advanced collectors also pursue numerous VAM varieties named after Van Allen and Malice, including double dies, repunched mint marks, die cracks, and over-polished dies, which provide deep insight into 19th-century minting techniques and add complexity and excitement to the hobby. Culturally and historically, the 1881 Morgan silver dollar stands as a powerful symbol of America's struggle to balance regional interests, industrial growth, and monetary stability, while artistically it is widely regarded as one of the finest designs ever to appear on U.S. coinage, and economically it reflects an era when national currency was inseparably tied to precious metal reserves and political compromise. Proper preservation is essential, as cleaning or polishing destroys original surfaces, luster, and historical integrity, and professional numismatists strongly recommend storing these coins in inert holders or certified slabs to protect both authenticity and value. Ultimately, the United States of America $1 coin of 1881 is far more than a silver coin. It is a monumental historical artifact that captures the ambition, conflict, optimism, and identity of a rapidly evolving nation, making it one of the most respected, studied, and enduring icons in the entire history of American coinage. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. A new coin story awaits you every next day.